Shalom Israel, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakatham to the brothers, Yahweh Shemar Than Ba'Hashem Yahshua to the sisters. This is Wednesday night law class. We're going to talk about today. It's a day, supposed to be a day of love, right? The day of love, Valentine's Day, or Lupercalia, what Romans said, or Lupercalia, however you pronounce it. And this day right here, man, this is supposed to be a day of love, right? Everybody in love. You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting chocolates and flowers and, But here's the lie, though. You know what I'm saying? The relationship here in America, right? It lasts only 2.5 years, any relationship. So if you think about it, a female going to have what is that? How many Valentines a year in her lifetime? What is it, 10 Valentines at least?
At least, yeah, right.
At least 10 Valentines. So every 2 years, you got a new Valentine's. In some relationships, you know what I'm saying, end quicker than that, but that's on average. And what our people need to understand, this is a hustle. Everything a hustle in this wicked kingdom.
Right.
Did y'all know they make $13 billion this day? 13 billion is what they're gonna make. To tell you, it's a little fat angel, naked baby flying in the sky, right. With a bow and arrow hitting you. Now y'all in love. How y'all in love? When every 2 years you got a new Valentine's Day. If y'all for real, if you got any questions too, type it in the chat. But if y'all for real, check it out. Just think about it. How many Valentines have you had? And just like any of these wicked holidays, it's something behind it. It's a spirit behind everything. Y'all have the team spirit. You know what I'm saying? You drink spirits, which is alcohol. It's spirit behind it. So Valentine's Day, we're gonna dig into it and get the truth behind it first and foremost. Because really, it's not a day of love. It's a day of lust for real.
Right.
And here go the spirit behind it, right? Valentine's Day, check it out. Romulus, this is how Rome was created first. And this is all gonna tie together. Romulus and Remus was two twins. Now, and the two twins, right? His mom ended up pregnant. Now, this is the oppressor for you. Watch this. The mom ended up pregnant, but it wasn't the king's. Ambulance, I think the dad name was. So the mama say she was assaulted by the god Mars, the god of war Mars. So dude, man, yeah, right. Ain't that oppressive? Woman come up pregnant, they gonna blame it on the god. What that sound like?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all that happened, right? So he locked her up. I think her name was Rhea or something. He locked her up and told the two twins, he condemned them to death, and what he's gonna do is throw them in the river. But some god, whatever, washed them down the sea, and they ended up on the bank. And then some wolf named Lupa, a she wolf, raised them. You're right. You know what I'm saying? Raised them up. Romulus started beefing with his brother Remus and unalived his brother, and then he the one who started Rome. So in the celebration of that, Lupa was the she-wolf, Lupercalia. So what they used to do, like the priest, right? The priest of Lupercalia. What the priest used to do, this is Valentine's Day. Now, understand this. This is why you shouldn't celebrate these wicked holidays. So now here go the color red. So what they used to do is sacrifice a goat. And they couldn't catch a wolf all the time, so they used to get a dog. You know what I'm saying? they got a dog. And y'all can Google this. This ain't nothing, no ancient knowledge. This is something literally on Google. They used to get a dog, cut the dog up, and make thongs out of it. What thongs was long little strips of meat and fur with blood on it. And what the priest used to do, now mind you, this is back in 600 BC. So what the priest used to do was run from the cave of Lupa, this is a little cave, or Lupercalia, whatever his name is. He used to run to Rome naked, cheeks out, and hitting ladies with the little blood strips. And what it was, what it symbolized, not whooping them bad, you know what I'm saying? Ladies would like it, would welcome it. And what that welcome was, a fertility. That's how it started out, fertility. So then it got nasty. It got real nasty. It was already nasty, grown man running around naked with some slivers of meat, with this bloody meat. But how nastier could it get? Well, check it out. So then not only was the priest doing it, then everyone was doing it. So what it was is, if you hit a woman so many times, she all red. I mean, a lot of people liked her. Right. So if you came home, if a female came home, she ain't got no blood stains, you must have been smacked or something. Right. Ain't no woman messing with her. So that's why you look Valentine's Day is all red, right? you know, and really, so that whole holiday is like it was like a drunkenness. It was a lot of drunkenness, a lot of what I'm saying freakisms, because they used to have a bowl, and whatever the man take his, what I'm saying, take a name about the bowl, and whatever woman he come out with, that's his Valentine. Would you be my Valentine? And that's a Valentine for a day. Well, they didn't say that there at this point, but that was, what I'm saying, that was one of the practice. So for probably a year, you rock with this female until next Lupercalia, and then you get another woman. So a lot of in Rome, that was getting passed around. Not only that, but y'all know the Romans was known for men on men or men on boys action too, the LGBTQ community. So that's where the red is. That's the start of Lupercalia. Now, where the heart comes from, this is a myth though. No, pause. It was a lot of sex, violence, and drunkenness too. You know what I'm saying? There was people was getting drunk, and it was February. Guess what? 13th through the 15th. So here's where they get the heart from, because every kiss begins with K, got a little heart and everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So here where they get the heart from. Now, mind you, it was Lucius Venerus and Titus Pollio, the two Roman centurions, right? Lovers. And Rome implemented, this is what Rome loved to do, and this is going to tie into Valentine, St. Valentine. What Rome implemented then, like soldiers weren't allowed to get married because, that's distracting from the battle. So what they implemented is no marriage, but, they didn't mind if you married your comrade because you'll fight harder for your homeboy. Y'all in the foxhole, y'all do that, y'all get busy, so you out there fighting. I can't make this up. I'm not making this up, TikTok. Y'all check it out. I'm not making this up. So, real talk. I'm not making this up. So, you go, so boom, you out the war, and you had them cheeks last night, so you gonna fight for them. You gonna fight for that. That's just, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? That's the LGBTQ. That's how they get down, right. So that was his lover. So he fight hard for his lover, right? So the heart got implemented into this because all these high holidays or not house, it's like all these wicked holidays. It's always got layers to it. Like Christmas got Saint Nick, Christmas got reindeers, Christmas got snowman. Like Easter got a rabbit, an egg. You know what I'm saying? All these layers. So I'm just peeling back the layers of Valentine's Day. Let's peel this back. So this is where the heart comes from. So two centurions, what's his name? Lucius Venerus, I think, and Titus Pollio was lovers. You know what I'm saying? And they were mighty warriors and mighty, what's the word? Alternative lifestyle brothers. Yeah, bro, dude, they're not brothers. Alternative lifestyle men, Romans, and one of them got unalive. So, dude, this the myth. We ain't too much facts on this. We are like 100% fact, but the myth is his boyfriend or his lover got unalive. So what he used to do with the enemies is cut their hearts out and give it to the grave of his unalive of his boyfriend or whatever he called him, his husband. I don't know, whatever they. So that's where the heart comes from, right? And it's like this is what. Now, mind you, what we just found out right then and there. Like, first of all, it's a whole nother god, Lupa and Mars and Cupid and all these things. Like, why would you celebrate something like that? That sounds like something. I don't want no piece hitting me with no dog meat. You know what I'm saying? Hit me with bloody dog meat, and then I'm digging in the bowl. Whatever name I pull up, that's the woman I got to sleep with for this day. And sometimes they last a year until next Lupercalia. But like, come on, man, that is nasty. People naked, drunk. The priests are naked. These are the priests of this. They're running around naked, hitting people with dog meat. That's crazy, man. Like I can't make this up. This is what people celebrate. But let's just think about it, right? Valentine's, like I said, like most women gonna have multiple Valentines throughout their life.
Right.
And we can just look like this. Y'all could Google this. You can look this up. Like our average relationship only lasts about 2.5 years. So what's so special about this day? What it is lust.
Right. A
lot of relationships about to get broke up today. You know what I'm saying? Be it the woman seeing that he had 2 Valentines, or she get caught up. Like and then a lot of women realize bragging all year about their man and realize you ain't got nothing. Now you realize you number 2. You was number 2. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting nothing, sis. That's because you was the number 2 woman. He ain't bought you nothing. Your day maybe tomorrow or something.
Sweetest day.
Yeah, he ain't get you nothing. You know what I'm saying? You bragging the whole time and realizing that you ain't it, sis. You ain't it. But let me break this down a little bit more. So after that, right? So we got, Lupercalia, that was the wolf. You got Romulus and Remus, who who was so-called raised by the wolf Lupa, and they were suckling from the breast of Lupa. Like, this is crazy, man. Like, a lot of y'all, man, listen, black and Hispanics, man, we got to wake up. We got to get out this fairy tale. Like, let them have it. Let the heathens have their thing. That's their thing. That's their thing. But here goes the name St. Valentine's Day. So mind you, remember, Romans, they love the man-on-man action because they made mighty warriors. And they warriors, they had to think about no women, right? You know what I'm saying? So what St. Valentine's did was he was secretly marrying people. He was secretly marrying people, you know what I'm saying, on the low, and, he got unalived for that. So that wasn't set in stone on the name to call it because, now mind you, that was the 600 BC, right? In the 8th century, is I think a Roman emperor named with a G, Gallus or whatever. They got weird names or whatever. But he implemented, you know what I'm saying, he killed that Lupercalia because during that time, the Christians was gaining more value. So the priests of Lupercalia had to put the clothes on. They love to run around butt naked, hitting people with dog meat, but they, they had to put a pause on that, put some clothes on a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Put some clothes on, get right where they wrong at. So the Christians implemented, okay, we ain't gonna do that no more. And he just kind of got rid of all that because basically it was one big orgy. Right. That's all it was. You know what I'm saying? So like the Roman bath parties, that was a highly sexual society where anything goes, men on men, men on boys. And I wouldn't be surprised if a little pinch of bestiality was in there. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't be surprised. But that's what's going down. So when they ended that, right, it was like four names they had to choose from. And the names was something like Saint Scalerosis, or, I'm just making up, but it was like hard names. And St. Valentine's hit a little bit different, a little easier. So that's why they chose that. Plus, they got a little, he was a little history with, okay, well, yeah, he was unalive for doing something, try to marry people instead of doing that alternative lifestyle activities with them boys in the foxholes. Like, get up out of that, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's basically Valentine's Day in a nutshell, man. Just like all these wicked holidays, man, like when you peel the layers back, it's more BS, more BS. Right. And what they'll say? Well, I don't do none of that. So here's the analogy I love to use, man. Say them Jolly Rancher suckers are the bomb. I don't know if you ever had them. They're awesome. But what if I told you I got the sucker from the sewer where it's urine, feces, dead bodies, all types of shit down there. But I rinsed it off, put a wrapper on it. Would you still put it in your mouth? You know what I'm saying? But that's all these wicked holidays like Christmas and all. When you see where it come from, why would you do it? Why would you do it? Why would you put that sucker in your mouth? Like, it don't even make sense, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Not only will they eat the sucker, they'll still chastise and say, well, don't ruin it for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't ruin it for me.
Right.
Celebrate Christmas. Well, my mama did it. My mama did it. Don't ruin it for me. Like, the heck is that?
Right. And then and then they'd be like, I want to be real. I'm a real. No, you're not. That's fake. Why you represent some fake stuff? If you celebrate any Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? If you said Christmas, Valentine's Day, you're a fake in the $4 bill. I ain't never seen one of those.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. You fake. Like, how are you celebrating that? Like, it don't make no sense, man. That's the origins of that is a highly sexual society with Lupercalia. Listen to how it's saying. 2 men get suckled by the titty of a wolf. Like, right there, like, you tell me that story right there. You start a story with that. I don't want to hear the rest of it. You good, bro? Like, I was like, go ahead.
The taste of bestiality, right there.
Yeah, the little taste, yeah, that is. I was like, Christ. Bestiality said, man, Esau, the devil, or the oppressor, man, they are the nastiest, man, the nastiest. And we got to quit learning from them, man. Right. We're Israelites. We got our culture. We got things to celebrate. Like next week, we got the Feast of Purim. By Esther, a solid woman, a righteous sister. Y'all ladies need to read that instead of worrying about her heart. Like, listen, y'all not going to be with that man. Like he just jumping up and down on you, and he gonna move around. That is lust. Like think about it. You had 25 Valentines your whole life. You understand? Leave that alone. Like it's no fruit on that. And then if you real, you see where it come from. If you real, you'll leave that alone. Just like I said, would you put that sucker in your mouth? Well, it's sweet. Yeah, I know it's sweet. It's wrapped up nice, but it's coming from somewhere else. You understand? So let me show you what real love is, though. Because if you want to know what love is, according to the scriptures,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? That's where that's where we need to be. Because Valentine's Day is about candy, lust, and it come from nastiness. Like literally, they was running around here. People with what called thongs, but it was strips of dog meat, bloody dog meat, and women was loving it. Oh yeah, hit me. They used to pull up their shirt and everything, so like to show some skin so they can get it on. And whoever had the most blood on them, that was a popular girl. She was gonna have kids because of fertility. She was gonna have kids and everything. So she used to go back to the village or her town, or I'm gonna go back to her little section, her neighborhood, to where she all bloody. Yeah, your trailer, yeah. Bloody, I don't know what, talking about, yeah, everybody like me. You got dog blood on you. But it's kind of fitting, though, now. Ain't ironic, the dog?
Right, yeah.
It's fitting. It's real fitting for them to do that, yeah. But that's the history of that, man. And y'all know it ain't working. Like I said, the relationship, average relationship lasts only 2.5 months. So like, what is Valentine? Like, no one can say, oh, yeah, I met my love at Valentine's Day, and that was that. That's just a freakism. Y'all can creep in a hotel with some dude you've been wanting to creep with. As a man, you ain't really got to creep if you knew what I knew, but you creeping with a woman. You know, shit, probably some of y'all with another man, who knows? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here. But that's what's going on now. You understand? It's nastiness, man. The spirit of the Most High ain't behind it. He don't like it. You know, because like I said, Lupa is a god that the wolf, the she wolf, right. You know what I'm saying, that they worship. It's all about a wolf, or the god of or Cupid or Mars. Pick one. And if you love God, check this out. Give me Exodus 20:3. I'm gonna show you something. Now, if you worshiping a whole nother god, man, that's against the Lord, the God of the Bible. That's against that. And it's the same people who celebrate Valentine's Day gonna have posts like, oh, I love God this, I love God that. How you gonna love God and you do nothing for him? How you gonna love God and everything that he tell you not to do, you do? Right. You can't go to work and don't do your work and look at your boss and tell your boss, I love this job. And see, he don't have to be escorting you out. Like if you ain't there working, like you can't convince him that you love the job. So y'all gotta quit acting like you can convince the Most High that you love him. That's clearly worship another God. Right. Christmas, the worship of another God. You know, all these, you know what I'm saying, unholy days or holidays is a worship of another God. Right. Like the brothers have said, y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all don't want to hear it because we ruin it for you. But we the priests on the earth. We got to tell you the truth. Right. Because you got to understand, God ain't playing with you. Y'all think it's the devil or Satan versus God. It's not that. You know, anything that gets unalive, God has his hand on it. Anything that gets born, he has his hand on it. Y'all gotta understand the power that we serve. And read, brother.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
You shall not have no other gods. Don't worship no other gods. Make it make sense. When is the last time you went to a high holy day that God ordained? You doing these Valentine's Day. When is the last time you went to the Feast of Purim or Passover? What can you really say when he said, thou shalt not have no other gods before me? And y'all heard a priest tell you that that's worshiping another God, no matter what. And you know it don't work because you continue to have different Valentine's Day. Different Valentine's. Go ahead, brother.
That's like, man, that's such a heavy point, too. And what Christians do is something called the shuffle. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm, right. They'll sit here and then try to make it seem like there's a difference between the worship you do at church and for the pastor versus what it actually is. Right. Let me help you out with it. It means to honor and show reverence to, man. You understand? When you honor that whore, you know what I'm saying, for being a whore on you all year round with that flower and that candies, it's not going to listen to that about the hatred she has for you.
Right.
You're going to do it anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To show devotion. You know, some of us devoted to smoking that weed.
Right.
It's a ritual. You know what I'm saying? You show, man, hey man, don't spill too much. You know what I'm saying? Got your whole rituals set out for it. That's a form of worship. And that's what you do. So just because you ain't on your knees and doing your little holy two-step at church, it's still a form of reverence. You know
right.
And a choice that you're making clearly to serve another God. It's like
right now that's heavy. He laid it down nice and flat for you. That's devotion, and like you said, like he laid it down flat. It ain't gonna change anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? The 14th. The next day she probably be with another man. Like y'all done kicked it, all fake love. That's what I'm saying. It's fake. And you know, like me personally, I was always addicted to some fake stuff, man. I was addicted. Not addicted, but allergic to it. It's like allergic to that. I don't like nothing fake, man.
Right.
Like fake people. I'm not gonna celebrate no fake nothing. Like before the truth, I realized this is fake. I'm not about to do all that. I'm real, you know. So I thought, you know what I'm saying, until I came to the truth. But at that point, I'm like, I'm real. Like you know what I'm saying? But like, why would y'all do that? It came from some BS. And how you gonna look at yourself? Yeah, I'm a real woman. And what y'all call yourself? Y'all, I'm a real B. Or I'm a real N. How y'all gonna say that? And y'all here with the candies and acting like you in love. Why don't you keep it real? So I just want that tail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. Let's get to the room and get the tail. Here's some candy. Here goes some excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Like, why go through the whole rigmarole with Valentine's Day is my love and balloon? Man, nah. Here goes some chicken, some Popeye chicken. You know what I'm saying? Here's Snooty Fox. You know what I'm saying? Let's do what we came to do, man. Like, oh, this is fake. Like, I love you. No, I lust for you. The same lust I'm going to lust for you later on. But this is what y'all worshiping, unbeknownst to y'all, like the brother just said. You know what I'm saying? Those are rituals you do. You do any ritual thing like the Christian church, y'all worship, you know what I'm saying, white Jesus, right? Y'all do that commune, y'all do Easter. That's Christianity. That's a whole nother God. Right. That white boy is not Christ. It's Slocky, that's the oppressor. Slocky, fuck it. Yeah. Get off here. But read, so this is why you don't want to do it. Let me show you what love is. But this is why you don't want to do it. Read that again, brother. Exodus 20:3.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
So the Most High don't want no other gods before him. Like I said, Lupa, Cupid, the Aries or Mars, man, don't worship none of that, right? Drop that, brother. Give me 1 John, give me 2 John 1:6. I'm gonna show you what love is. Like this is real love. Now, Valentine's Day is lust. Lust, you know, and it started from, I'm talking about, like I said, the priest was butt naked. Yikes. If the priest naked, like that is insane. His naked priest running around. Like, why would you? Let's start there. His naked priest. Let's start there. Like, I need to know. I don't want to go nowhere. The priest running around naked, hit me with anything. I'm gonna start a fight. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk, man. We don't need that, man. It come from garbage. It's come from garbage. All these wicked holidays come from garbage, man. And I love that analogy. That's why I hit him with all the time. Like, yeah, it's for the kids. Okay, well, I insert the same analogy. Well, if that same sucker was in the sewer, it's because I rinsed it off and put a wrapper on it. We put that in your kid's mouth. Well, no, that's different. No, it ain't. That's a little bit better because the priest is naked. Right. You know, hitting you with dog meat like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit more extreme here. What's going on? Yeah, so we're going to show you that ain't love. Like, again, the spirit behind that is lust. The spirit, and literally, I'm gonna lay it nice and flat for you, man. It's satanic, because if it's not of God, it's of Satan, man. Right. And Satan's job is to get you out the truth. Make sure your Valentine's Day celebrating self ain't gonna enter the kingdom, because you don't understand this. You do Valentine's Day. Have you ever did the Day of Atonement? Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, tell you what the Most High love. You know what I'm saying? But this is real love. Read that, brother. Read what you got.
This is the second book of John, chapter 1, verse 6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments.
Walk after his commandments. That's what we're doing. We walk after his commandments. You know what I'm saying? It's like stepping into it, doing those things. A walk is an action, so you doing the commandments. Continue.
This is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it.
So walk in all his commandments, man. Do them. Put action by it. Not just say what you're going to do. You walk after his commandments. You understand? That's what you need to do, man. So right there, how to walk after God's commandments on Exodus 20:3. Just don't worship no other gods. Worship Him. Worship. I mean, let's make it make sense. I'm gonna make we're the UPK practical knowledge, right? So the practical knowledge is this: God created the heavens and the earth. Lupercalia, the wolf, or Cupid, he didn't create nothing. So why worship that? Worship, you know what I'm saying? Worship the Creator. Let's make it make sense. He gave us air to breathe and the ground to walk on. That's how I made it make sense. I was a little fried, so I had to make it make sense. Like to me, like now I'm gonna worship this. You know what I'm saying? The Creator made, at the very least, you could be mad at Him about whatever. Why, God? But understand this: you need a ground to walk on and air to breathe to go about your day.
Right.
You take those two simple things, your day is gonna be pretty messed up. Because you have a hard day. That's a rough one. You can't breathe in your phone. That's a rough day right there. You dig? So at least give praise to that. If you got any kids, any form of joy, you can give praise to that because that's the living God. And don't be fake. Don't be saying, okay, you kicking Valentine's Day. Oh, ooh, Lord, please help me. Help you for what? You don't rock with Him. You know what I'm saying? You ain't walking in His commandments. He clearly said, do not have no other God before me. Real simple. Drop that. I'm gonna show you some laws how to walk after His commandments. Give me Leviticus 18:22 and see if y'all do this. Leviticus the 18th chapter and the 22nd verse. We'll go two laws. I'm gonna show you two more laws that we need not do. You understand? So we gotta quit. We must quit falling the ways of the heathen. What's the scripture say? Something like that. Learn not the ways of the heathen. Right. Yeah, quit learning the ways of the heathen, man. It's unfruitful, you know. And a lot of that is nastiness, man. Like Halloween, like, you know, you got Halloween, you got, you know, all these old unholy days. You know, that Halloween is something like if you half Christian or even a half Christian should be celebrating that. And Christians are almost the wickedest people on the earth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like, wow, that's about ghouls and everything. Like, how's that of God? Like, none of that. You got that, brother? Yeah. Go ahead, read what you got.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination.
So a lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying, with your girlfriend, girl on girl act, you know, or men on men act, you know what I'm saying, your sexual deviance, what's it called? Alternative lifestyle. I mean, that's against God. Now, you don't argue with me. This is for educational purposes only. You know what I'm saying? So if you're against God, you are against God if you're lying with another man on man action, woman on woman action, that's against God. Right. I don't care if you put a balloon and hearts with it and chocolate. You know what I'm saying? It is still against God. That's double whammy. You worship another God and you are an alternative lifestyle person, which God don't approve of at all. But drop that, brother. Give me Leviticus. What is that? 11:7. You know. So we're gonna see something else. So now, you know, for one, if you're celebrating, like this is 3 strikes. Watch this. At least a couple people gonna have 2. A couple people gonna have 3 strikes. So if a man on man doing it with his boyfriend or woman on woman, and they're celebrating Valentine's Day, that's 2 strikes. 2 laws y'all breaking right now. You know. And let me see. Some of y'all breaking all 3. Read this.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed.
That pig?
Cloven-footed.
Yeah.
Yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
He's unclean. So that pig, that swine, that I don't even know what pork dishes they got, but pork chops, but whatever y'all got that was unclean, man. That pork or that shrimp, that crab or that lobster. Because y'all know, it's Valentine's Day, I get her a shrimp basket. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? I got to get a seafood platter and all that, man, and I don't know. So there's 3 strikes. If you are alternative lifestyle individual, You know what I'm saying? You worship another God on this day and you eat unclean foods. You hate God. That's what's really going on. You hate him.
Absolutely.
You do not love God at all. Well, what you mean, Sakan? Well, okay, let me bring that. Drop it real nice and flat for you. Let's say you at your job, right? And you try to convince your job that you love this job. Let's say you're late. You're late. You're not doing the task at hand. Somebody at the door.
Not lying.
Somebody, you're late. You're not doing the task, and you smoking, and there's no smoking in there. You can't convince your boss that you love the job, right? That's impossible. You're breaking all three laws, all three rules, rather. And God ain't the God to be messed with. I'm trying to tell you, he the one unalived.
Right.
Matter of fact, now, let me hear it, because this is my favorite scripture. This ain't what I'm trying to bring out, but give me Deuteronomy, I think it's 32 and 39. Let me show y'all how gangster God is. Y'all got to understand this. He's not to be played with. I pray you understand. And the reason why these brothers in UPK get right, because the first thing we did, we fear the Most High. Right. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. I ain't about to play with him. If I slip up, to say something that's disrespectful, hey, slack you, excuse me, brother. If I slip up and do something that's disrespectful, or if I think I did something that offend God, I'm gonna quickly repent and try to kill. I'm gonna kill that. Right. Oh, well, unalive. Excuse me. I'm unalive. I'm just talking about a sin. TikTok don't ban me. They quick to ban you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you got that. Let me show you how gangster God is. Read what you got.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 39.
Mm-hmm.
See now that I, even I, am he.
Hold on. Look at this. Listen how the Most High talking. Says, see now I, even I am he. Let me equate that. Hey, I'm that nigga. Oh, I'm that man. You feel what I'm saying? I'm him. I'm Timothy T. Williams. You feel me? Continue.
And there is no God with me.
There's no other God with him. So Lupelia, you know what I'm saying? The God with Saturnalia, none of these gods, you know what I'm saying? None of these gods is with him. They're not real. Read.
I kill.
Hold on. What God do?
I kill.
Okay.
And I make alive.
So God unalives you and he makes you born. This is God. Continue.
I wound.
He wounds. Read.
And I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
So basically, I'm gonna translate that in street term. If I'm on your heels, no one can save you. Right. If I'm on your ass like back pockets, it's over with. You did what I'm saying? I'm on your heels like ankle socks. Is it? You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be saved by Lupelia, the wolf who's suckling human babies, and you can't be saved by the naked priest hitting women with bloody strips of meat. You're not gonna be saved with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother. Like
facts. You gotta be saved by that sage.
Right.
Alligator,
right.
Super pastor yours, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
You be saved by them tall cars. Anything that you looked to for help, safety, or protection. If that stupid cross you wear around your neck, ain't got no rosary beads.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
None of that. Damn right. None of that. Yeah, the sage, yeah, especially because y'all, I'm glad you brought that up. Because everything is sage will say them for all types of things. No, you still gonna pick up that blunt right after you put that little sage out. Right. You still gonna mess with that whore or that lady that's promiscuous with her box. Okay, they're very friendly with the box, Locky. You still gonna mess with her. You dig what I'm saying? The horizontal worker, the lady who makes money from her back. You know what I'm saying? So the sage ain't doing nothing, man. That's doing nothing, man. What you need to do is give these laws, statutes, commandments. What you need to do, if you want to celebrate something, we Israelite men, we show our women we love them all the time. All the time. Even our correction is showing love. That's what most I doing to us. We tell a woman XYZ, that's showing her love. Right. Correction is love. And we need laws. If you want to be free, you need laws. If you want to be free, because if lawlessness is the end of freedom. Why? Because I'm walking down the street, you know what I'm saying? There's laws. Well, I'm free because now you can't kidnap me because there's laws against that. Right. You know what I'm saying? There's laws, you can't just run up on me and unalive me. So this is why we need these laws. We need these statutes. We need these commandments. That's how we live. Us being a priest to Lupelia and being a priest running naked, hitting people with slabs of meat, that ain't gonna get it. The Cupid hitting people with their butt naked baby, you know what I'm saying, with his Peter out, hitting people with arrows. Like, I don't want to, like, come on, man, that's nasty. Like, what? Are y'all for real? Get into this truth, man. Learn the culture, learn who you are. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are the Israelites, God's chosen people.
Right.
Let's leave that alone. Let the other races do that. They can have Lupelia or Valentine's Day, whatever you want to call it. You can have Saturnalia Christmas or whatever you want to call it. You can have these things. We got what we should worship. And that's in Leviticus 23rd chapter. But even before you do that, you need to find a number to an Israelite school near you and call it ASAP.
Right.
That's what you need to do. You need to call that school ASAP and get into this truth. Go ahead, brother.
It's trending right now.
It's trending, yeah.
All over the world.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
right. We are all over the world.
You know what I'm saying? Like, follow trends. It's trending right now.
Yeah, right.
Exactly what the buddy preacher prophet said, man.
Yes, yeah. You see, we trending. We are the priest and prophet. You know what I'm saying? And let me run this back to you because this is like I can't like a couple years when I found this out about Valentine's Day, man, I couldn't believe it, man. like who would do this? Like, so let me run it back. If y'all too near me to hear me, listen up. This like Rome started Romulus and run this back here. Romulus and Remus with a naked wolf. With a wolf, Lupelia. So these two Roman babies was sucking the milk of a wolf. So then Romulus unalived his brother to start Rome. And in honor of that, you know what I'm saying, Lupelia, they made a whole holiday, a whole festival over this wolf. You know what I'm saying, a she-wolf. And naked priest sacrificed goats and a dog, sacrificed goat and a dog and cut strips of meat, what they call thongs, ran in the city, whipping women, you know what I'm saying? So the much blood they got on them, meaning someone you was liked, and your fertility basically gonna bless you. You gonna have kids and things. Then it got real crazy. You know what I'm saying? After that, like that's crazy enough. Then it got real crazy. Then here comes the sex, the drunkenness, and all that. And then they had a little bowl you pick up. Okay, well I'm kicking it with you for a whole year. You had to be with them. You know y'all. You know what I'm saying? Have sexual relations that day, and then maybe for the whole year until the next year, where you can get you another, you know what I'm saying? Then the myth of, here go the heart. Then the myth of, what is it, Lucius, what's his name? Lucius Vorenus and Titus Polio. Two lovers, because, you know, Rome, they love man-on-man action because y'all going to be, for the warriors, y'all going to be better fighters. You know what I'm saying? And all Valentine's Day, St. Valentine did was, some of them brothers, I ain't with that. I ain't about to do that. You know what I'm saying? So he was married him secretly, and then he got unalived. So that's Valentine's Day in a nutshell. Understand that y'all don't love the Most High because clearly the brother read that Exodus 23, have no other God before me. You know, not only are you doing that, you probably girl on girl or boy on boy action, and we read in Leviticus 18:22, that's against God. And then y'all got the shrimp platter. Or that, you know what I'm saying, the pork chop sandwiches, and that's against God, Leviticus 11:7. But drop that, brother. Give me 1 Corinthians 4 real quick, if you could. And we also read that God wounds, he heals, he unalives, and he make alive. And there's no other God with him. So, y'all, we got to understand that these unholy days, you know what I'm saying, got God attached to it, man. They definitely got different gods attached to it. And we're not supposed to worship no other God. Like the brother brought out and he read. Any form of devotion, that worship, that's you worshiping that. That candy, you buying that heart, you buying that candy, you going on this day. This is the day of Lupercalia. You know? But he want to show you what love is. Read. Also what love is.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 4.
No, my fault. Chapter 13, verse 4-7, my bad. Yeah, no, that's my fault. I did say chapter 4. You know, you would say something, brother? I thought you were doing that.
Oh yeah, no. I was just thinking. I was looking up the history of the word romance. It's of and pertaining to Rome. You know what I'm saying? We've done stories of that, whatever. That's a different breakdown, but it ties directly into you know what I'm saying, a breakdown about Valentine's Day.
Right, because them two brothers, they love that wolf, didn't they?
Man,
They're suckling the breast. That's insane, man. Like to even say that.
Is it chapter 13, verse 4?
Yeah, 13 and verse 4, brother.
First book of Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 4. Charity suffereth long
So the charity is love, by the way. Continue, brother.
and is kind. Charity envieth not, charity valueth not itself.
So charity values not itself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't be selfish.
right.
Real love, you can't be selfish. Like, I'm gonna show you a lot of selfishness of love. Like people like Valentines, y'all doing that, but y'all don't do nothing of God. You doing that for your flesh. That ain't about love of nothing. God told you don't have no other God before me. And then just think about it. Okay, if you don't know nothing, ask yourself this: when is the last time you celebrated anything of God? Anything like the Passover? When did you attempt to do that? You know God ain't attached to it. Go ahead, brother.
Well, if you in the Christian church, you ain't going to be doing that.
Right. Oh, yeah. If you're in the Christian church, the God is nowhere near the Christian church. That is literally the house of Satan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That is the house of Satan. He's there. Satan all in that. You know what I'm saying? That is like, picture the Christian church as a haunted house. like, you know what I'm saying? That's the Christian church for you, man. It's ghouls and goblins. Who's the ghouls and goblins? That lady with the big ass fruit head. She's the ghouls and goblins. You can't tell her nothing. She's wicked as all can be. She uses authority over man. She's right after that. She's gonna smoke a little joint in the car and a cigarette before she get to the car. It's like, man, it's wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But now that's what it is. Value of the self is like you can't be selfish. Continue. Give me all the way to verse 7.
All right. Doth not behave itself unseemly.
So your love don't, you know what I'm saying? Love got discipline in order. You don't love you if you love the Most High. If you love, you want to love yourself and the Most High. So you ain't gonna be all out of pocket. Continue.
Not her own, is not easily provoked.
It's not easily provoked. You have patience. You know what I'm saying? Continue.
Thinketh no evil.
You ain't gonna be thinking about busting no head all the time.
Rejoice not in iniquity.
Yeah, so iniquity is sin, so you ain't gonna rejoice eating that shrimp. You ain't see y'all rejoicing right now, doing this Valentine's Day with about a naked wolf, and you know what I'm saying? Like that is insane, man. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. And don't listen. Do what you want. Just two things. Don't say you real. If you celebrate Valentine's Day, do two things. Don't say you real, and don't say you love God. Then you're being real. That's real. Yeah, just say, yeah, I'm fake. You know what I'm saying? I'm faker than a $4 bill and I don't love God. Then move on, then move around. Because it's literally that's what you're saying. Go ahead, read.
But rejoice in the truth.
Right. But rejoice in the truth. Right. Read.
Beareth all things.
So you're going to do it. You're going to have some patience. You're going to bear for all things. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to sacrifice that cigarette. You love you. Christ sacrificed his life. The least you could do is sacrifice Valentine's Day. Right. You know what? I ain't going to rock with this. This ain't of God. You know what? You a dude with another dude. You know what? This is nasty. Let me go get it with a woman because Leviticus 18:22 said that. You know what? This shrimp plate. Let me put this down. Sacrifice something. Y'all love y'all flesh. Y'all lovers of self. That's all this day is about: self-worship, self-love. Because here's the kicker: you don't love her, she don't love you.
Right.
That's the kicker. News flash, breaking news. This just in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't love each other. It's just lust. Continue, brother.
Believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things.
Yeah, so you can believe all things. I just dealing with the children of God. I believe my brothers. You know what I'm saying? I know these brothers are mighty men. They're the rulers of the earth. And I'm telling you, you're gonna get destroyed if you when Christ come back, you saying, hey Christ, happy Valentine's Day, and your heads are gonna be rolling on the ground. You know what I'm saying? By Christ. You're gonna say, not my Jesus. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Yeah, he's going to do it. You know. Go ahead, brother.
Well, he already said it. He killed.
Yeah.
And he healed.
Yeah. So that was it.
Yes, sir.
Right, you're right. Shalom says, it's like I don't want Easter just as nasty. Yeah, Easter, like, yeah, I forgot. Why? How could I forget that? Like, you gotta be a fool to do that. Like, just like a wolf suckling kids and then naked priests hitting people with slither of dog meat. Like, Easter, a rabbit and egg and a bunny, they got nothing to do with nothing. Right. And the origin of that is one big orgy, the fertility. Like, that is just off the chain, man. Y'all got to start serving God. If you love God, you're going to keep his commandments. Matter of fact, drop that. Give me John 14 and 15. John 14 and 15. But that's what love is. We're going to endure everything. We have to sacrifice something. Because love is not a feeling, oh, I feel this, I feel that. Love is not that, man. Love is no emotion, because just like an emotion, you can be sad one day, then you're not sad. It's fleeting. Love is a commitment. Love takes sacrifice. You have to be uncomfortable with love. Meaning, okay, things I don't want to do, I might not, I might gotta do it, but I love, so therefore I'm going to do it. I love you, brother. I love you. I love my wife. I love you, brother. I love my kids. Love takes sacrifice. How we know this? What did the greatest act of love that we ever seen was Yahweh Christ, give his life. An innocent man gave his life for millions who deserve unaliving. Let me say that, unaliving. John 14 and 15, read that. Oh, yeah, we tripped. Read that.
The book of John, chapter 14, verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
So that's if you love the Most High, you keep his commandments. Clear as day, flat. There's no way you can, twist that. Like my brother said, there's no Christian shuffle. You're going to keep his commandments. Right. You're going to keep his commandments. It's that simple. What commandments you were taught today? Don't have no other God before the Most High. Valentine's Day is a worship of another God. Right. So sacrifice that. Quit doing that. It's fake anyway, and it's come from a nasty place. We press for time real quick. Drop that. Give me 1 John 5 and 3, and we'll end it with that. I'm glad they ain't say nothing. Right. Yeah, we're going to end it with this, though. Get the prayers out the way. Yeah, yeah, so basically, man, Lupercalia is a worship of another God. Valentine's Day is not of God. It was a lot of drunkenness, a lot of unlawful sex. This is the origins of it. The origin of the heart is two alternative lifestyle men who brought that about, so, and this, like we said, God is not on this. It's not for this at all. Yeah, go ahead. 1 John 5 and 3. Yeah.
Book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
So that's clear. This is the love of God. We just read in John 14 and 15, if you love me, keep my commandments, and he's showing you what the love of God is. Read that for the top again, brother.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
Read.
And his commandments are not grievous.
It's not hard, man. Put down that cigarette. It's not hard. This weird holiday that's just fake. Y'all not in love at all. She's going to have another Valentine's Day next year. Quit being fake. There's no love on it, it's just lust. It's not hard to do. Step into something real. And what's that is whatever city you at. If you're here in Columbus, man, hit that number up. That's on my page and get in these ranks, man. You want to know something that's real. Get in our culture. If you Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, we got other things to do besides getting hit with dog meat and rocking with a woman who's going to want a whole nother Valentine next year. Like, come on, man. Make it make sense. You understand? And with that, that was a class. Oh, Lord allow, y'all quit being fake and be real. I'm going to read the announcements real quick. Oh, so you got it. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, yeah, the book. I'm gonna grab one.
All right. Get this class announcements out the way. Slovakia.
We the ISUPK starter of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from their head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10, which means a tenth in the Hebrew by Ishra, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. All right. Priest fund is a free will offering for priests. It's not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming holy convocation, what again, buddy?
Feast of Purim.
Feast of Purim. All right.
Next Thursday.
It's this Thursday. Reminder Aki and Aqua to check the bulletin boards. We don't have that, so just check our Columbus Israelite page on Facebook. And if there's any brother who wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, and headbands. So with that, Amaja, which means to stand. Upon your Hakodam means to turn and face the east. We get the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew first. Abanaw,
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim,
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash,
Kadash.
Ayah,
Ayah.
Shemka,
Shemka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Allah,
Wafaka.
Abaa,
Abaa.
Ratazaka,
Watazaka.
Ayah,
Ayah.
Asha,
Aisha.
Ba Rataza,
Barataza.
Kawa,
Kawa.
Ayah,
Ayah.
Bashemayim,
Bashemayim.
Natangana,
The Thundanawa.
Lakam,
The Come.
Ka,
Call.
Yawam,
Yawam.
Wasalak Lanawa,
Wasalakanawa.
Kawakinawa,
Kawawathanawa.
Wasalakinawa,
Kasalakanawa.
Kawakinawa,
Kawawathanawa.
Wala'a,
Wala'a.
Kabayanawa,
Tabayanawa.
Balasayawan,
Panasayawan.
Abol,
Paul.
Awashayanawa,
Hashanawa.
Mayan,
Mayan.
Rai,
Rai.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Laka,
Laka.
Hamalakwa,
Hamalakwa.
Wa'ala,
Wahala.
Latapara,
Wathaparath.
La'aiwalami.
Wawailan.
Amen.
What was said in the English is Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come,
thy kingdom come,
thy will be
thy
done
will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread.
and forgive us our debts
Forgive us our debts
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
Lead us not to temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
With that, we say Yahweh Shem Shah Brakatham to the brothers, Yahweh Shamar Tan Bashim, Yahweh Shah to the sisters.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel.